hang on tight.
Okay, welcome back to We Might Be Two-Headed Giants, They Might Be Two-Headed Giants. How do we say it? Because we might be yeah, but we are the ones that they might be.
Oh, right, but they might be as the title.
Yeah, they're calling us that. So
Yes.
for all of our dozens of fans, we had a problem with the recording. We got discouraged, but we're back.
Yeah.
We're back with a vengeance for Kaladesh Remastered, which I remember doing okay at. I just don't remember. I remember energy, and I remember it being like kind of fast and furious as a format.
Yeah, it's kind of snowball-y.
Yeah. But I don't think it wasn't like an all-timer for you, was it?
No. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Perfectly cromulent.
It feels different in a lot of ways, which I always appreciate.
The remaster feels different than the others, the two. Because keep in mind, this was in the old style where you'd have the base set, and then the second set would be a mesh together.
Yeah.
So in theory, it should be closer to the second set. And the two sets were Kaladesh and what was the second one?
Ether Revolt.
So it should be, in theory, the baseline's closer to Ether Revolt, right?
Yeah. I mean, so I played one of these remastered ones, but it actually feels closer to Kaladesh itself. Like, I think they've been fairly light on Ether Revolt, although they have cut what I would consider some fairly defining cards of Kaladesh Limited.
Is there any big cards that weren't in the format at all that have been dumped into this, like we had in the last remastered?
Yeah, they talked about why they didn't do it, but I think they skipped that for this one, so it should just be all Kaladesh cards.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we can just start and see how we like it.
Yep. Premier draft.
Oh, your account's pristine. We got a lot of gold things to unlock too. So.
Oh yeah.
Don't be afraid to refresh one if you have to, Dave.
I already did my refresh for the day, so.
Okay, we don't have to. The real answer should be is like, oh, I don't even worry about that because I'm like rarefied air. Like gold is just like a whatever thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll just hit Mythic and not have to worry about money ever again.
Yeah, there you go.
It works.
Can I tell you, I actually make my avatar Gideon because I read somewhere that like Gideon's the worst and no one uses his avatar, and so I found that to be true. So then I don't get confused. Okay, let's take a look at what we got. Skyship Stalker, I remember being pretty good. It's a 4 mana flyer. It gets a lot of relevant abilities. That seems like a good place to start.
This is one of the premium removals from the set, I would say.
Yeah. So Harness Lightning is a lightning strike at worst, but also has a lot of synergies there.
You get some extra energy out of it. Nature's Way was also decent green removal. I think this is one of the sets where it just ramped up green being very good at removal.
So do we take the rare? Is that better than Harness Lightning? Yeah, I mean I think it is. I mean, Harness Lightning is very strong, and we'd be happy as a common, but Skyship Stalker is where we want to be, and we don't care passing red this early.
Yeah, especially during this era, if there was like a red bomb dragon, you just took it because it was always good.
Yeah, seems good to me. All right, so the veteran motorist is like a good vehicle thing. It's in it's in red.
Yeah. As I said, I think they've actually cut down some of the vehicles that were pretty important to Limited, so I think it's quite as prevalent as it was before. This was a weird build around. It's going to here.
Aether Poisoner, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, 1/1 Death Touch that can make servos.
And we love energy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but this is Drew to the Cow. That's just ramp.
Yeah, I might just like Drew to the Cow. It's safer,
Yeah. A ramp card is excellent, so we can just take that.
Yep, let's do that. So this card is pretty good. It's, mini Chupacabra.
Yeah, that's really
Things like
strong.
that.
The 3/1 flyers for 4 is not so great. We don't care about the
Yeah.
vehicle tribal element this early.
This was a okay removal spell.
Yeah, the other text is whatever. What's self-assembler
Right.
do? I forget.
When you play it, you can search for
Oh.
another copy of it. We just passed one of those, but if they come on back, it's not
Yeah,
better.
five mana is a lot, so it takes a while to get going.
Yeah, and this is another green ramp card that's decent.
Yeah.
But I would take this guy.
Yeah, I guess we want to follow our own philosophy, which is taking good cards early, and then we'll figure out what's open.
Yeah.
Not a unique philosophy, but
we invented it.
Aetherborn Marauder is pretty good, as I recall.
Yeah, it needs to be in the right deck to.
Yeah, I mean 4 mana Flying Lifelink is not for 2/2 is not a bad fail case.
That's
Inspired Charge is bad.
Yep. This is another combat trick that's decent, but I don't want to take one that early.
Fourth Bridge Prowler, is that bad or good?
I think it's pretty bad.
Yeah, okay, it's bad. Are any of these artifacts worth doing? The Mobile Garrison is not that great a vehicle, if I recall.
Yeah,
what the Reservoir Walker?
5 mana 3/3. You get life and energy.
You take a pick. None of these things really sticking out to me. Yeah, that's probably the thing to do.
Take the black card.
Take the black card that has upside.
Yep. Rogue Refiner is good, but not where we're at color wise. This guy
Night
was
Market
decent.
Aeronaut. Yeah.
Some of these blue cards are pretty decent. Oh, Salivating Gremlins, I always liked in the fairly aggressive decks. Gets in there good amounts.
And +2/+0. Yeah. I'm thinking the Gremlins or the Aeronaut. I mean, having a lot of flyers is good too.
Yeah, I think the Aeronaut might be just a better card. So.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a 4 mana slot, but we're not really worried about our slotting yet.
Yep.
This
is I think one of the better energy cards.
Mm-hmm. It's energy payoff.
Yeah.
So if we do that, we would be starting to hedge away from red.
Right.
Yeah.
We've seen some red, but nothing amazing.
Which, I mean, I think I'm fine with.
Yeah.
We could take the best card, and we're going to say we'll need something strong signals from red to go back to it. Because right now we're looking green-black.
This is also very good, but not the colors red unless we want to really abandon some shit.
Yeah. I don't think anything in here is particularly playable.
I like the Cobra.
That's true. We're in green. What's Rush of Vitality's bad? It's a trick.
Yeah, it's a fine combat trick, but again,
take the Cobra. The Cobra's playable. And it's in green. Technically. Chandra's Pyohelix isn't bad.
Yep.
Which is strange. I didn't expect to see that.
I agree. Again, the map is always a safe pick.
What's the map do again?
It gets you a land. Just 1 mana, get a basic land.
Yeah, let's just do the map, I guess. I mean, actually, maybe we do the Helix. I mean, maybe we're wrong about red.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I mean, right now our green is not significantly. Our red's probably just as good as our green, even though we thought we were out. Just they thought that we were out. It pulled us back in. Yeah, so Reckless Fireweaver, whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, your control deals 1 damage. I mean, I think we take that better than a Mind Rot, right?
The Pillar Bug's also.
Oh yeah, Pillar Bug's not bad. Pillar Bug's definitely not bad. Yeah, I guess Pillar Bug. I mean, we need artifacts to make these synergies go. We're definitely black, but I think we take the Fireweaver now. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, these are actually reasonable blue
Yeah,
cards.
blue's very open, but we just didn't see it early enough.
Yeah. Guess we'll take this thing.
Yeah.
Not my favorite card, but it's a card.
It's a card. Huh. This is not what we expected. So those are not going to be played, I guess, no matter what. So.
I think either of these has a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, I took that one. Take the cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, take that.
This probably will not.
All right. So Lost
So
Legacy
this is
unplayable.
unplayable.
Yeah, that's like a constructed card. All these uncommons are not in the 3 colors we're really looking at.
Right. Pima Outrider is probably the best common here. Puzzle Knot's not bad either. We also.
I guess we kind of want to figure out what direction we're going here, right? Because
that would be nice.
We're really spread out between 3 colors. Like black was our most prominent, but then it became equal here. What do you think? I mean, the Puzzle Knot, the Outrider, really what we're looking at.
I'm leaning towards the Outrider.
Sure.
I think it might have a slight more synergy with what we have, but again, I'm really not sure what we're doing.
I mean, Creeping Mold's pretty good in this set, right?
Yeah.
Creeping Mold's good. What is the gold?
So if we go black-red.
Target artifact you control gets +2/+0. Okay, that's reasonable for what we do.
Yep. And a Gremlin, another Tiger.
All right. We really got to strike out on a direction here.
Yeah.
I guess we're cutting red, right? It has our best card though.
Yeah.
So maybe we Creeping Mold? Seems really good in this set. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean anything artifact destruction is fine. Well,
more Creeping Mold. Okay.
The
Rhino's good, right? It gives us energy.
Yeah. And get the counter and stuff.
Okay.
These are always interesting.
Yeah. So maybe we're gonna cut black.
Yeah, I'm almost feeling that way.
Let's do the Rhino.
Right. This is not great.
It gets energy. Gets us energy. If we're doing red-green, we're looking at energy, right? The combat trick that gives us energy probably isn't horrible either. The High Spire Infusion, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, as a combat trick, it's whatever. But if we're going energy, we just want all the energy we can get, right?
Yeah, but we don't have a lot of payoffs for that yet. I'd rather take the creature in that case.
That's fine. That gives us both a payoff. No, yeah, I agree. That's better than the combat trick, but yeah. So let's take the Seer. The Outrider or the Cavalry, right?
Yeah. The Cavalry's pretty good. 5 mana 6 a lot of the time.
Why don't you highlight that and then purge the black out of our deck and see what so we can get a clear idea of what we're looking at here.
That's fair.
Better look at our curve. Yeah. So we do have we don't need a lot of 5s, but yeah, that's a good card. We'll take it.
Yeah, we've got plenty of 4s at the moment. Maybe take Gremlins now just for curve purposes.
Yeah, we take the Gremlins. Well, we need artifacts though.
Yeah, I mean just like we don't have the ones that make.
Not yet, anyway.
We've got like the Outrider Fabricates, which could do it.
We've got some. So yeah, we can take the Gremlins now. And we're playing beats.
to other Gremlins.
I guess.
Young's a decent card too. Man.
Yeah, this is just. I don't know I don't know what our. Maybe everyone. I don't know what anyone is because blue seemed really open too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Live Fast and Die Young were both good.
Yep.
Yeah, take the Gremlins. I don't see anything else that's really interesting. This wheeled, the red-black card wheeled, but so the Cavalry.
I know, this is still a fresh pack for us.
Oh, I'm one off. We take Lifecraft Cavalry, we really don't need any more 5-drops.
It's true. I think it's...
I don't think we need 3 Salivating Gremlins either with like only a few artifact sources. So,
yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, here's the wheel.
Yep.
Like
probably
the Puzzle Knot.
Yeah.
That's an artifact as well.
Artifact deals damage, can trigger revolt.
Mm-hmm.
Which is important for the cavalry.
Mm-hmm. The Tiger. Oh, we got a lot of 5-drops. We'll be looking for more accelerants.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, we might be in the right lane because all these are here, you know.
Yeah. Creeping Mold, okay. A little excessive having 2, but it also hits land, so I guess you could just get really mean in some settings. The combat trick that is not totally bad if we get some more payoffs, which I guess we did get, yeah.
So strike.
Probably to the board.
And we got one of these things that we're not playing. You know, the rare module lets you create artifacts from +1/+1 counters. Unlicensed Disintegration, one of the best cards in the set.
Mm-hmm. More Lifecraft Cavalry.
More Cavalries. So,
Die Young. Yep. Nothing in green in this whole pack, right? Oh, no, Lifecraft Cavalry. Yeah.
Cavalry.
Gosh.
I think I would speculate on the module.
Yeah, it's fine.
We might not end up having enough. I mean, there's certainly other things that fine if we wanted to take a.
Yeah, we have 22 cards, like 19 of which are perfectly cromulent. So yeah, we can speculate a little. Oh, 2 unlicensed disintegrations in a row. Yikes! Hunt the weak. I guess Hunt the weak here, right?
Yeah. Hunt the weak would be my pick. It gives a counter. It's removal. Tomb with Ether probably the second.
Yeah, that's great. Hunt the weak. We don't have a lot of removal, even though we're red. Another Vengeful Rebel. Cloud Blazer. I guess Attune with the Ether, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just always pretty free. Enables a lot of other stuff. Ooh.
Druid of the Cow. Here we go.
Yep.
There we go.
Get us 5-drops.
Yep. Holds the line against aggro. Oof, Winding Constrictor is nice. Wrong thing. Seems like we ended up in the lane that doesn't have the gold cards, but
yeah.
So
this is a +1/+1 counter thing, and it's cheap.
I think that's probably the way to go here. We'll definitely make some cuts, but some of these cards are definitely bad.
Right.
Another gold card. Another Rapacious. Or Riparian Tiger. Isn't Whir of Innovation pretty good? Invention, I mean?
Yeah, tutors for artifacts.
Oh, I guess that's good in this format. And okay. Yep. The Tiger, we're going to be top heavy.
Probably take.
Yeah, that's more fixing, right?
Yeah, fixes and ramps. Yeah, I mean, we could reasonably splash things now, too.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Do we want I guess the 4, is that a 4-drop? Yeah. Take the 4-drop. Even though the Riparian Tiger is very good for us.
Yeah. The map would be the other thing, but again, I mean, we're going to have plenty of playables without needing to splash, and I don't know if there's anything that...
I guess we take the Gremlins. Maybe I don't think we want to map that badly.
Yeah,
So
probably not. We've already got like a tune and some other stuff.
probably we won't play Precise Strike.
Yeah, but I will take another one here because nothing else. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yep. I mean, there's nothing. I don't think we want a Cathartic Reunion.
yeah, and don't want an Ornamental Courage.
Nope. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
Just
Yeah.
mono Gremlins.
Don't quite have the art. Oh, yeah. There we go.
No,
6.
no. Gonna take the Build to Smash this time. Even
I
though
don't
we probably
know.
won't play that either.
All right, we're gonna have a lot of cuts, but I think some will come pretty fast.
Yeah, so definitely don't want this thing. Do I need Precise Strike? Probably didn't get there with Fireweaver.
No, we don't want a 1/3 in general in this deck either, unless it's doing
That's a
something
good
we want it
point.
to do. The Druid of the Cow is a mana dude, so that's
Yep.
But with the
I'm gonna cut like 2 of these Gremlins to start.
yeah, that's fine. We have a lot of clutter at the 4-drop too.
We do.
Was Wild Wanderer a land finder?
Yeah. Which might not be that important at the 4 slot.
No, that's more of like for splashing, not for ramping.
Yeah.
So I think we can get rid of that pretty safely. Do we get there with the counters animation module?
Good question. So we've got Rhino, 2 PMAT Riders, 3. The Lifecraft Cavalry is 5. Hunt the Weak is 6. It's meh. I mean, it does. I mean, the thing is, it does work well with our Gremlins.
Choose a counter on target permanent player. What do you mean? Like it just hangs around to enable Gremlins?
Well, it makes servos when you place counters, which trigger Gremlins, and then if you do the activated ability to proliferate on something, then you can make another.
How many Gremlins do we have?
Total?
Well, no, we still have 3.
3 in the deck so far.
I mean, we could just cut the module and the Gremlins and be done.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, this card also.
Okay, well, seven. What about Built to Smash? Is that really a good trick? I forget.
No, with what we've got.
So let's cut that.
Yeah. We also, with the tune with Ether, can pretty safely cut a mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're really not looking to cut the Gremlins anyway. The Cobra. Does the Death Touch? I mean, Death Touch is pretty good, but having to keep mana up is not so good.
Yeah, but it is, again, it's an artifact for Gremlins.
Yeah, how many artifacts do we have total? Just 3? Well, plus
3
Fabricate.
plus Fabricators.
So 5.
Yeah.
So not a ton.
Not a ton.
So
we might want to. Maybe we got this 2-1 that just gives energy.
What are our energy payoffs are the Rhino and the Tiger.
Yep.
We could cut a Sage and a Tiger. And we have, I don't know, is 5 drops too many? 4 seems like a better number, right?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, our 4 drop slots beefy as well. So
yeah, our 4 drops can tussle. Is that what we're thinking here then? This is what we think we're gonna do?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Let me look at our creature curve again.
Let's just make sure there's nothing that we accidentally cut that we really want to keep. I forgot that
our curve is 4, 4, 4, 4.
Okay. And I also forgot that Appetite for the Unnatural is auto-include because of artifacts when I was reading it through with you. I just look at our cuts to make sure that there's nothing that we left out that we shouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, look at the pile we're not using just to double check. There's
right. Yeah, I mean,
none of those.
no, I mean, unless we want more gremlins, these are our last round of cuts.
I mean, what's the Aether Seer do again? The permanent Aether Seer, I forget. Down in the deck.
Which one?
The 4 mana.
Oh yeah, this is the one that gets energy and can force creatures to block. Like the
It's mainly for the energy, but it's 3 energy if nothing else is out.
Right.
Do we care about that as much as we care about the other 5-drop that we cut?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable cut. I almost want to do Gremlins instead, just to get a 3-drop in there, though.
Let's look at our 3-drops and make sure there's nothing better than Gremlins, but that's not unreasonable.
There are Gremlins and Gremlins. Unless you want to play a Pillbug that we can't activate.
Probably not. I guess the Gremlins. I mean, we only have 5. It's pretty bad at 2/3, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna. I think we have a lot of. I think we'll have a bunch of problems triggering it because we only have games we don't get the module. We're gonna really be struggling to trigger it.
Yeah. Or we could just go big and set the Tiger back in. Say, forget our curve. Although we could also have.
We could put that back in.
Put that back in because it gets us the lands to make sure we get to 5 and still has a body.
Yeah, I kind of have to see how it plays. I feel like the Goblins might screw us because we're going to want to be aggressive, and instead it's just going to be a really overcosted 2/3.
Yep.
I mean, the Tiger, we have the Tune with the Aether. Is that actually ramp, though, or is that fixing?
That's just fixing. It's just fixing.
So we only have 2 ramp cards right now with the Druids.
You're right.
So I guess we can put in the Wanderer.
Yeah, I don't love it either, but
is there any other artifact that we could theoretically include that we're not? That's good. No.
It's the only one we've got.
Yeah. No. Okay. I think this is where we are. I think we are a mediocre beatdown deck.
Yep. And, if we had known what was coming, obviously we could have stuck with like black green and or black red and passed a bunch of the bomb on commons, but obviously like no one was in those colors.
No. Not in that pair, but
right.
I don't feel like, I don't know. I didn't get a sense anyone was in anything.
Yeah, that's true.
This is a good hand.
Yep.
It would be sad if we lose our Druid, but so we don't want to cast the Cobra until we have to, because it triggers our dudes.
Yep.
Hopefully we do see another land so we can hit 3rd turn Peemer Outrider. There we go.
We did it.
Well, let's see if the Cal Druid survives. Counterspell. Oh.
Man, somebody, like in one of the few games I played, pulled off like dumped their hand on turn 3 and still was able to hold up the improvised mana leak thing. And I was just like, all right, I guess I'm done. And we will get a counter.
Yeah. Better to tussle better here.
Yep.
And then we'll just do the Tiger next if they don't. What's the Trawler do?
So when it or another artifact goes to the graveyard, you get one of lesser
gotcha.
value.
So I suppose we'll just swing with the rider. If they want to kill their Highland Drake, are we cool with that?
Sure. I mean, we've got more beef where that came from.
Yeah. Then we'll do the Tiger, right?
And then Tiger.
And if we get another land, we'll double drop Goblins. There's our energy, baby. Look at that. Seamless energy, one of the best mechanics since before Eldraine. They should just do a block that's Kaladesh, Eldraine, unnerf companions. Just do it as like a Pro Tour mistakes.
Right. Call it like Urza's mistaking block.
All right. So I guess we double drop goblins, right?
Yeah, I think we get in with Tiger and don't pump it.
No, yeah, we just get in. I mean, we don't get in with Tiger. Yeah, we do. We don't pump it though. And then they're basically looking at lethal next turn. I mean, they'll block, but it's going to be a bad feeling when we drop this Cobra on them.
Well, we can go Cobra plus Outrider, make a servo.
Yeah. We have the mana for that. Yep. So they'll have 16 staring down the barrel of 16.
All of it trampling.
Well, not the Tiger. Is the Tiger trample?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tiger tramples naturally.
Okay, yeah, that's going to look good for us.
So, Cobra.
Get those triggers going, okay?
Our deck has so much synergy.
Yeah, and you guys don't even know.
Look, we built our deck perfectly and are getting rewarded.
I guess we will pump up our Tiger here.
Yep. Swinging for 18 trample damage.
Yep. Mm-hmm. They have 8 toughness, so they should survive.
Right. But then
they're not going to have a board.
Yeah.
I guess they could triple block the Tiger. Okay. I mean, yeah, this is really the worst possible scenario for them because our temporarily big goblins are dead and our consistent threats are alive, so they'll get their crappy map back. But
yep. They have no board and we have all this stuff.
Yeah, so a board wipe is what they need. Which I don't know if there's any that are out right now.
Fumigate's in this set.
Okay, they're drawing 3.
They have 4 mana to save themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Taps 1 Tiger.
GG. Okay. Perfectly modulated Gremlin deck.
Yep. Maybe we should go all 5.
If we had a few more, I think we could really push it.
Yeah. If we had taken like some of those goof picks, if we had taken like maps and prophetic prisms and stuff.
Yeah.
Then that would have been one thing.
If we hadn't have wasted time on black, and we had sort of seen that the goblins were going to be like an embarrassment of Gremlin riches. Absolutely. But I think, well, whatever. This is reasonable enough.
Yeah, but sometimes like it's enough to just, have a good turn with them.
Risky, especially because we don't have anything to pay off with it.
Right.
So I guess we send it back.
We have 3 castables, though.
Yeah, we have 3 Okay, we can keep it. We have 3 castables. But like a lot of them are kind of like
Yeah.
sort of wanker. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a genius, obviously.
Perfect keep.
This is the worse in every way than Smuggler's Copter vehicle.
Yeah. So do the Cali boy, and then if we got another mountain, we'd do the Stalker.
Yep.
If we don't get another mountain, we'll probably just do the Gremlins, right?
Sure. Yep.
And just swing in for one with the cow.
Poke.
And then we'll do the Tiger. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a questionable play.
Well, they're not doing well in mana.
I mean, putting Ornithopter in your deck, unless you have a very
general.
specific reason.
Yes. Yes. Well, the reason is they're not going to draw enough lands. So they got to cast something. There you go.
So it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Oh, that's interesting.
What's the Lifecraft Cavalry if we had something die, what happens?
It's a 6/6 instead. Probably hold off on that then. But
Yeah. Do we cast the Outrider and just make it bigger?
we could cast Puzzle Knot to pump the Gremlins.
The damage
And
we could ping something. Oh, they can crew the 2/3, I guess.
yeah, we can also just ping their face.
Yeah. I do like holding up some removal, but yeah, sure.
And also the Seed Sculptor.
Does the Seed Sculptor token on any creature?
Yep.
So we'll make our Tiger bigger.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, get in. Not pay the energy.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to really
gave them 2 life there.
Yeah, Ornithopter really came through for that free mana slot. Definitely wouldn't have been better off with a land.
Yeah. Oh, well, now, see, they can get the Ornithopter back.
Seems broken.
Actually, cruise this thing, but...
Seems broken to me. We could send in the Seed Sculptor as a decoy to then trigger the Lifecraft to be able to riot the Lifecraft Cavalry.
Yeah.
We don't care about removing any of those things, they suck, so want to try that?
Yeah, so we definitely get in with the Tiger.
The Gremlins.
Sculptor, do we get in with the Gremlins as well?
Yeah, if they're willing to kill off the Filigree Familiar, I think we're fine with that. We don't have a lot of reliable ways to trigger it, but I mean, no, we don't need that yet. I guess, yeah. Yeah, like, ha! Like, ha! Ha! Oh, you didn't know. You had no idea. This is how crewing works. You didn't know, but I'm gonna destroy that Seed Sculptor.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Interesting. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. They're not ready for our Galaxy Brain play coming up here.
We've got you right where we want you. Boom.
We wanted you to kill that thing. It's just a bunch of counters for us.
It was our plan all along. Also, again, we're going to have...
Is this person platinum or are they silver? They're silver.
Silver, yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, I was like a small on my screen for a second. I think this does not seem like... Alright. Okay, that's probably game.
Yeah, we can again have like 18 trampling power or something.
Oh, we can send. The Skyship Stalker can't get haste. Yeah, I guess we'll fabricate
Right.
just for the extra, and we'll trigger our energy. He's looking down the barrel of dying. Alas.
Yep.
Farcanelli,
Yeah.
we knew you well. We hardly knew ye.
Part of what I mean about it being a snowbally format, because all the energy stuff like needs to attack and then is hard to block, and you get ahead that way.
All right, keep rolling.
So the one thing I played of this, I went 4-3, so that's what we're trying to beat.
Okay, I have not played this, so this will be the bar I have to live up to.
Right. Doing it in reverse for you. Okay. This hand.
We do have 2 castables, but one of them is basically useless.
Yep.
I think we have to mulligan it, right?
Send it back.
This one's got one. Yeah.
Send the stalker back, I guess.
Because we have no red sources.
Yeah, and it's double red to cast.
Yeah, I guess so. What a bummer.
It's
yeah.
not great, but
No, I mean we have 1 castable, but we can draw into so much stuff. Mountain. Hey, buddy.
hello. Yeah, and your deck looks pretty darn aggressive. Ooh, yeah. Could really use a mountain right here. That was not a mountain.
Well, it's a land, so we'll be
It's
able
a
to.
land.
But we're
But
not
being
able
able
to.
to kill those 2 would have been awesome.
Yeah, 2. If we went 2 for 1 there, we probably would have won. As it stands now, we're probably going to lose without a mountain.
Yep.
Even with a mountain. But I don't. We need a forecast. We need a forecasting. What's the? What is the Does the colony just get bigger each round? Straight up. That's pretty strong. Are we gonna? Okay.
Because it can't block. So,
Okay. All right, we got something we can cast at least.
Yeah. That's a very snowbally card.
Do we double block the Strangler?
Yeah, let's think. So if it's like Sure Strike or something.
Sure Strike, there's Chandra's Helix,
Yeah, I think.
but if I don't know that we win otherwise. Do you know what I mean? Like
I think you're right. I was just thinking if there's.
Oh, we got lucky there. Being able to get rid of an attacker, even if he finishes off the Druid. Oh.
There we go.
Well, that doesn't matter. You could have done that anyway.
I needed something to die.
Well, I guess. I still think that. I don't think we have much of a choice because our hand's so bad.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think the only consideration was which one to block.
With a High Spire Infusion, we can potentially get rid of. We can do some like tricky on the blocks at least.
Yeah.
Do we want to throw away a card to try to get rid of the colony?
Yeah, I think it's worth trying to.
And then just block the market lookout too.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. The colony's going to take us.
And they have another.
I can't believe
one.
we're stabilizing here.
Yep, there we go.
There we go. Well, so I mean, even that's not terrible. I mean, like,
Right.
we play this and make it a 4/4. I mean, consider we're on one color. I feel like we're making quite a game of this.
Yeah, and we're at 9. It's fine. Okay.
Right. So we drop the code. We're okay. So bad right now. Oh God. Okay, come on. This is where win rates are made. Holding on those edges.
Yeah. Ooh. Touch another attack step.
Yeah. My
Boom,
God.
a mountain.
Okay. So we just do the tiger? Is that the safe play here?
Yeah, I think so.
We could have Pyrohelix both of those creatures.
It's true. It's pretty mana inefficient, but
Yeah.
actually that might be a better target anyway.
So did they trigger on the attack? They can make servos?
Yep, all 3 of these have the...
So we probably just want to blow 2 of them up, right?
So hear me out. We can attack with the tiger and pump it. If they go for some kind of multi-block, could either Pyrohelix or let it happen to then play a big cavalry.
Yeah.
And if it gets through, then we can just shoot down the 2 chasers.
Okay. We pump it?
Yep.
Because we got a lot of mana or energy. The Death Toucher.
Yep.
So then we just Pyrohelix the Death Toucher in one of those chasers.
Yep. Hit for 6. And pass.
We were 1 mana away from being able to double cast, but okay. Alright, so I think we send in the tiger again, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I think.
I don't think we get greedy though with the cavalry, right? We don't.
Yeah, I think we just want to play it.
We want to play it because like our board is bigger. We have an attacker they have to deal with. We have a Death Toucher.
Yep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not
That's
too
what
bad.
Red Black does, yeah. You send your 5/4 at us? No. So our deck seems like it's probably higher curve than theirs, right?
Yep.
Do we, and we have the Cobra can block anything, and we have 2 4/4s. Do we send in the 4/4 and see what they do, or do we pass?
I'm down for that.
Okay. Because we're okay with them trading theirs for ours.
Yeah, because then we still have the biggest thing on the board.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Now, if we draw another land, we start to get a little bit dicey sending in the 4/4 because they could, if they kill our Cobra, they could have a really tough attack on us.
Yeah.
It's so funny how this goes from mana screwed to mana flooded in the same game.
Right. Even though that statistically makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
So
Huh. I feel like we make these pretty obvious blocks, right?
Yeah.
That would have been perfect one turn ago.
As it stands now, we just have to stand back and chump.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame. We really needed to draw something that did something.
Right.
Um.
And they drew into multiple removal spells.
Yes.
Also, they should have just sent that servo in as well.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Not sure there's a lot I could see us taking over and winning this game with at this point.
Definitely not with it.
No. Wow, this is thematic. Someone actually has Sahili as their icon. And
Yeah.
John Connor. John or Con.
And wow, this hand is bad.
Yeah, we're not getting a lot of luck with hands here. I guess we keep it and send back a mana. Because keep in mind, the second game we won, we kept a very questionable hand.
Right.
The gods do not seem to be favoring the heart of the cards right now.
It's true. But
So
we're using 16 lands plus a tune plus hand smoother, so
alright, we're gonna play a gremlin.
and then probably another gremlin. It's weird, right? Right, it's whenever you lose an artifact.
We will
Didn't draw land.
that's a shame.
Let's keep gremlining.
We draw land, we could always blow up an island if we want to play it that way.
Yeah, I think it's a reasonable play.
We could also Wild Wanderer. I guess we probably dropped the puzzle knot, right?
Kill the servo, pump our things.
Yeah.
See if they'll trade.
I guess they can kill off. We want to kill off the improvised guy, right?
Yeah. It's got effects on the board.
Yeah. Okay. So much for our creeping mold play. Do either of those artifacts that oh boy.
Their deck seems good.
Oh, there's a land. Creeping mold doesn't target planeswalkers.
Sure doesn't.
I guess we can, if we attack with the gremlins, we can threaten to destroy the crane with the puzzle knot. If they block.
Yeah. I mean, we should probably threaten it no matter what, but I don't know if it's.
Yeah, well, we'll attack Tezzeret. I mean, do we want to do Wild Wanderer or do we want to kill off the crane?
I think it's so bad to just kill off the crane.
Yeah. Okay. We can do the Wanderer. I mean, this whole thing is going to be so bad at this point. I know, but
True. So yeah, they can kill whatever here, like so.
we know we've already lost Buddy.
It's not news to me.
I mean, do we cast the Cavalry, hoping that we can do something about the Crane? I don't even know. I guess
So
we
I
threaten
think,
Tezzeret.
yeah, make the same kind of play.
We could. Damn.
We
The puzzle knot costs
still
3 mana,
get it.
doesn't it? What?
Yeah, we can't do both of these.
Yeah. I guess we just cast the Gremlins or the Cavalry. Yeah.
Cavalry. Just get rid of creeping mold here.
Yeah, it's looking awful tough for us right now. I guess we could drop the Gremlins and hope for a big Pima Outrider turn.
Such that it is.
A lot of marginal artifacts to go with their stuff. High synergy.
Yeah, they're making it happen.
Yep. Make it happen.
God, they have such a 4 card still.
So in theory, we should be able to kill this thing.
Yes, in theory. Not real confident.
No.
Okay.
Yep, that was our big move, so I don't know why you wouldn't block here. I guess that's why you may as well just not chump block and kill it instead.
Right.
That was a decimation.
Yep.
Now we'll
But
see. I don't know whether
again,
I'm not sure what their plan is to close this thing. I guess just get value off Tezzeret.
yeah, I mean, they can
Yeah.
Deseret.
I guess we drop both our creatures.
Should have done that in the other order. See if, okay, not punished.
Oh, is there like mana up base counter spells?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Okay, that's just insulting because this card's so bad.
Hey, maybe he's got Bolus in here too.
Which is not in the set. I'm ready to pack this one in after that.
Yeah, whatever. The land was just the final straw.
Yeah. Just seal the deal.
How much? So we're 2 and 2.
Believe so.
All right. Well, we love the pressure.
2 and 2. One of those wins was against somebody in silver with Ornithopters in their deck.
Are you trying to say our wins are not that impressive?
Well, I'm just trying to have perspective here.
And both of them were when our Gremlins look like a synergy swarm deck instead of like 6 artifacts.
Right. Okay.
This is the first time we've seen a good one in a while. Yeah. Maybe someone can mulligan against us. Are we playing gold? Yeah, mulligan down to 5.
Nope. No such luck.
It's okay. They kept a 0 lander. Oh. Alright. We won't really have
Look at what ramp we're going to do.
We're going to ramp, right? Why wouldn't we?
Oh, yeah. Some good ramps. You can do this, and then the ramp.
Yeah, we can ramp to the Wanderer. Ramp it up. What does that enchantment do?
It's pretty good. You drain whenever an artifact, when you play an artifact, if you pay a mana, and then if you have 2 or more artifacts, you can.
So we don't have to worry about it yet. We do have the appetite for a natural, right? Does that hit enchantments?
Yep.
All right.
And probably.
Yeah, we can make sure that it doesn't have the 2, because he can use the 2 when 2 artifacts are out. He can cash it in for something.
Right.
It's a lot of energy. What does the energy give them, Moraio?
+2, -2, so they can make it a 2/3.
Yeah.
Okay, but the Wanderer.
So you want to just attack with the Wanderer first?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to kill? You want to trade, buddy?
The answer is. Oh, they didn't even want to bump it, huh?
Well, I guess that makes sense. Do we want to kill it? No, we don't care.
No.
We can play the animation module, may as well, right? Or do we want to wait it as a trigger for the Gremlins?
I think we should play it now.
So there's more synergies if we do get our counters out. I think that's fine. It's just
we have Hunt the Weak in hand.
Yeah. Yep. Wonder what they're waiting for.
I think they might not know that they have priority for all their energy stuff.
Timeout win. To the animation module, whenever a token gets into play, we can spend a mana.
Whenever
servo.
Whenever we get a +1/+1 counter, then we can spend a mana to get a servo.
And what's the 3 mana choose? And we can grow it, yeah.
Proliferate, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, so then we can Hunt the Weak something and get a servo. Or we can play the Salivating Gremlins first, and then start triggering it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a thing. We may want to kill that enchantment soon.
Yeah. We're getting to that point.
We have enough mana to do the Gremlins and the appetite for the unnatural. But we can wait till after we combat, though. So we can just attack with the tiger and pump it.
Yeah, we have to bump it to make it any good.
But we'll eventually Hunt the Weak to get it bigger anyway, so that's fine.
Yep.
So then we do the Gremlins. And do we just appetite for the unnatural now because there's no reason to wait for shenanigans?
Well, I mean, we could wait for them to play an artifact
and then kill it. Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense.
Yeah, do that. And it's
then
unlikely that they do that and have a counter or something.
Next turn, we hunt the weak, trigger our module, and make our goblins grow. So then we kill it. Unless do we want to kill the Chief of the Foundry?
It's good, but I don't know that it holds
That's fine.
up here anymore. Yeah, it's worth thinking about, though.
Yeah. I mean, it'll make that thing a 3/5, which isn't unmanageable.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a really good card.
Yep.
And what's its crew number? 1?
Crew 1.
And it's huge lifelinker. And Hunt the Weak is not an instant.
It is sorcery.
So we want to lure it out and then kill it with Hunt the Weak, right?
I don't know how we do that.
We play the Cobra. That makes
Yep.
that.
Oh, I see. We can.
I guess. Well, maybe I wasn't thinking this through. I mean, we could just Hunt the Weak, the bird, and then the tiger will be a 5/5, so it can't block favorably, and the goblins will be a 6. We'll pay the mana for that, so they'll have 2 bad choices to make. I knew I had a line of play there.
That's not.
What?
It doesn't make sense.
I didn't feel like that game was in hand at all.
No. It's like we were going to have trouble beating that harvester.
Well, okay, so we have one person who barely can play Magic and one person who's like the most tilted player ever.
Yeah.
Okay, well here we go. This is a make or break moment because
True.
If we lose here, you're better on your own. If we win here, it's a tie, and then we have another high stakes game. Well, that was a real interesting concession.
Yeah, I mean,
it was just removal. I guess we keep this.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's keepable.
It's all castable.
Yeah.
I mean, because if we couldn't have even really sent in the tiger because it had 2 toughness left. We just would have sent in the goblins,
right?
And they could have traded with something other than the Aether ship, you know, the Gremlins. I mean, but I don't know.
And we do potentially get like an engine going there, but
yeah, but he's got an engine too.
Right.
All right, so this rhino is a problem.
Boom.
Yeah, we just try to lure it out with our High Spire. If not, we just cast more goblins, right? Gremlins.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get
Gremlin all over the place. This was just gonna happen. Sure, no value.
Do we stay back here? Or do we go in?
I kind of just want to kill the Rallier.
You just kill the Rallier with the Hyra Helix? Yeah, that's fine. You can leave mana up.
Yeah. We're winning the race at the moment.
Okay.
And
then. So we have a good reason not to attack. So we can potentially get the Rhino when it attacks seemingly favorably.
Yep. This card's good.
Oh yeah. Does a lot of things. We will need a card to play relatively soon, or we won't win.
I agree. Might just let the trade happen here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that it wouldn't have done anything.
Right.
We would have had to risk the one blocker. Okay.
Huh.
I don't think we want to kill a 1/1 for 3.
Nope.
Okay. It's a card.
It is a card.
Technically, it's something we can cast. That deck thinning is very strong. Okay. Yep.
Sorry, there's pseudo emergency there.
Hey, I mean, we don't have a lot of ways to do a flyers, so... Oh, so here's where we... Here we go. We deal with it on our own. I don't think I would have done that with the flyer if I were him.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, he's still got that. I think he's blown out and is now in the losing position. Yeah, we cast... I mean, we just attack with the Wild Wanderer, right?
Do we?
Because they can trade... I mean, don't... Oh, why? Because we want it as a blocker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, I'm sold by your argument.
No, we can double block, I guess, the Outrider.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, we do have extra life with that Appetite for the Unnatural if we need it.
Right.
Deal 4 damage to target creature. Okay. Interesting. So you can force through the damage. Because I probably would have killed the Wanderer. Or I would have... Is it... Anyway. Hunt the Weak. Here we go. So...
I don't think that changes anything. I think we just hold back.
You think we just...
We don't have a favorable fight.
Yeah. 4, 3... 2... I mean, we could have Druid or the Cow to the little guy so we could block indefinitely. You know, if we just wanted to, like, Stonewall.
Sure.
But we can hold out for, like, a better alternative.
Yeah.
So that's a problem.
Yep.
If he attacks, we'll trade.
For sure. Did not.
Okay, that'll help. Oh. Yeah, we'll... He does have... His guy has trample, right?
Yep. We'll take some damage here, but...
Yeah, if he does attack, yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So we can Appetite for the Unnatural when after his attack step, right?
Yep.
And then we'll just surprise him. Well, little did you know, we're disciplined with our cards.
Although, Arena keeps trying to tap all my green mana.
I see you having to auto tap. Not auto tap, but now we gotta spend the green.
Manual.
Ah, interesting.
Oh
Ooh,
wait.
there's something interesting there. So then we
Hey.
hunt the weakest guy. Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
really.
Wow, we've actually cast our bomb.
I was gonna say we haven't seen it and cast it before.
We've mulled it down and we've had it uncastable. Okay.
Oh no, its privileges have been revoked.
Damn it. I guess we just hard cast it, right?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, that's a good rip.
Okay.
They like
Alright.
splash for that. It's like the only red card we've seen.
That's a good point. I had hoped they didn't. I hope there's something better for their sake, but
Creeping Mold would be a pretty good draw right now.
Mhm.
It's really that's your draw.
So we're gonna be stuck chumping that thing next turn with a 4/4. We have to block it.
If I play this as a 4/4, and then we can double block it.
Yeah.
I know I can make a servo.
Yeah, that we'd still we have a servo left over with a
Yeah.
double block. Well, we definitely want Creeping Mole, but now just to kill its thing, not even to free our guy. Well, maybe we'd free our guy actually, because then we could just have 2-turn clock on him.
Right.
Does it get pumped? And it could trade. It doesn't get first strike, so it could just block that thing. Crew 5. Giggity.
I mean,
I think this card's pretty bad, right?
yeah, it's real bad. Like Crew 5, like
Okay, do your combat trick. Okay.
just play another 4/4 instead, apparently.
And it also can't be blocked by creature's power 2 or less. Alright. So we can't block the boar. And if
Right.
we attack with the rhino to make it bigger, we still can't block the boar.
Right, we need another draw here.
Yeah. I guess we trade for that thing. Do you want to like quadruple block it to kill it? Because then we just have to kill one thing.
Right, and they can kill probably the rhino.
They'll probably kill the rhino, but the rhino the rhino is whatever right now.
Yeah.
We just need fewer things that'll kill us. I mean, we would definitely trade the rhino for that card. Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're not even gonna bluff. So much EV.
I'm over it. They were just going to jam anyway.
Yeah. I think we could have seen a little bit more with that deck, but I don't think this deck vastly underperformed or anything. It wasn't that we were like 3 or 4 good artifacts away probably from making the Gremlin deck work.
Yeah, and we didn't get any of the good uncommons or anything.
So indeterminate. If 2 heads are better than 1 for me, but they are not for you. You're better off without me. It's a sad day.
It is. You're dead weight. But on the plus side, when you play, you just need to get 3 wins to
even it
4
out.
wins.
Even it out. So, all right. I guess that's it for this episode.
Yep.
I'm Dennis.
I'm Dave.
And they might be 2-headed giants. That's how we'll say it.
Good enough.
See you later.